Good morning. When it comes to getting you a better job and a bigger paycheck, both candidates have made plenty of promises. But which presidential nominee can actually walk the walk and get the job done?
Let's ask Travis Brown, the co-founder of Pelopidas, a marketing and lobbying firm, and the author of How Money Walks. Travis, nice to see you this morning.
It's good to be back.
All right, let's dive into some of the economic plans here. Let's start with Donald Trump and what this would mean for top earners. Tell us about the top.
Well, when you look at the economic plan or part of the tax reform plans proposed by both candidates, it really gets down to what are you going to do about work? Are we going to reward more work in America or punish work? And our federal income tax rates proposed by both candidates, do different things. Donald Trump wants to reward work for the top earners and middle-income Americans across by lowering the tax rate. Our federal income tax rate is just a price on work. So he wants to lower that for both corporate and individual earners, where Hillary Clinton wants to raise it.
What about the middle class?
Well, for anyone that's working, pass-through incomes and small business, that's a big difference in the tax plan as well. Hillary Clinton leaves that alone. Donald Trump wants to lower that, essentially doing for small business income what he proposes for corporate taxes, lowering 39.6% rates down to about 15% rate. That's a huge change, a big injection into the economy for work.
Is he going to get the support in Congress to be able to do something that dramatic?
Well, that's one of the big differences when you're looking at and asking tough questions in the weeks ahead with these debates coming up. You want to think about what's the impact on overall work. When we raise the price of something, we know we get less of it. So if we're raising the price on work at the state and federal level, then we can expect less work. If Donald Trump is lowering that price of work, then we want to see more of that. Essentially, Donald Trump's plan is very similar to Speaker Ryan's, which makes it more likely that it could get through Congress, at least elements of that plan.
And where do the candidates stand on raising the minimum wage?
Well, Donald Trump leaves that alone, but Hillary Clinton has specifically proposed raising it. There's been talk from both candidates about doing something about the living wage, but anytime we're raising the federal minimum wage, what are we doing again? We're raising that price on work, making it harder to jump on the lower rungs of our economic ladder.
Both candidates have talked about going after corporations who want to send their jobs overseas, keeping more jobs here in the United States, Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. Where do they differ on this plan to keep American jobs here?
Well, again, if you're going to reward and reinvestment in America from corporations that have profits overseas, Donald Trump proposes to do that by lowering the corporate income tax rate. Hillary Clinton proposes changing tax inversion law by basically creating greater penalties on that.
So wait a minute, be clear. Not actually lowering the tax rate, but fining them. So keeping that same tax rate, but then penalizing them if they send jobs overseas.
On this
Labor Day, you got to think, are we going to reward work or are we going to punish work? Hillary Clinton punishes that work. Donald Trump would reward that work by bringing it back.
Travis Brown, co-founder of Pelopidas, a Missouri-based marketing and lobbying firm. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Travis.